Hello and welcome back to the Ultra Campaign. I'm your host and GM Nineveh, and with me are Kathia and Scenarios.
Hello, this is Kathia.
And this is Scenarios.
Neat. We are in episode 22, session 21. We are just beginning 1607 sea season, so it's spring. There's lots of nice, gentle rains. The days are getting warmer. And the world is kind of coming back to life after Sacred Time. So things are greening up, the rivers are fully melting, all that stuff is going on. So, yeah. Okay, first up is going to be some clan business that you guys need to take care of, and then we'll be moving into some other stuff. All right, so in the first few weeks of this season, there are a few important things that happen. We talked about them the first year, not so much last year. So the first thing that happens is that you have your whole like shearing season where you're just holding all the sheep down, cutting all their wool off, washing all the wool, then carding it and all that stuff. So kind of getting it prepped for spinning. So this is like a big
many hours
hands-on
of spinning. I just said many hours of spinning.
Yes, yeah, the spinning is a
You don't even
huge
know the
amount of the
half
work.
I don't know half of it because I don't participate in it.
Right. But yeah, so this is a big all hands on deck sort of project that takes up quite a bit of time in the first couple of weeks of the year. Like everybody that isn't occupied with other duties will be doing this. So that's fun. Scenarios you get to like hold a sheep down while your cotters shear with little bronze clips the wool off of them. Good times.
That's going to be great.
Oh yeah, good times. Good times.
Can I hold two at once?
I know what you're thinking, and the answer is like, can you hold two sheep on the ground at once? Yes, you are probably strong enough to do that. Can you hold two sheep still on the ground at once? No, probably not. That's probably a 2 points of contact thing, right? If you have them by the neck, they're going to kick their back legs around and squirm. No, or just cut. Like shears are just scissors, right? So yeah, so the first couple weeks of the season are really consumed by this sort of stuff. So first couple weeks, really busy with that. Lots of unhappy sheep, giant mounds of smelly wool, slowly getting washed, and then carding pretty much as frequently as possible to get it separated into fibers that you can then spend for the rest of the year. Also, while this is going on, as it kind of tapers off, planting really begins in earnest. Scenarios, this is relevant to you because you need to plant
Is it
barley.
knitting or?
No, planting.
Oh, yes.
Planting will
Okay.
begin.
You're going to try to do better with your beer this year. Not that I'm criticizing or anything,
I criticize it. That's fine.
but I didn't put any effort into it, so I'll be polite.
You put as much effort as I expected.
I lived up to expectations. I love that.
Nice. So yeah, so you'll need to sow whatever barley you're going to, wherever patches you're doing, the shrine that you're maintaining. All those things will need to be sown, which will take some time.
Yes, Yep.
Okay. At this point, your mother is going to approach you. Dun dun dun. We haven't done one of these for a while, right? I could feel the dread rising.
I do love how your interaction with your mom feels realistic. Mom and daughter, love and tension all at once.
Yes. So she approaches you, and I don't know. She probably has you like meet her in town or something, since she's the priestess now and busier than she was before.
Yeah.
And when you show up, she does kind of tell you this is temple business, not personal business.
My guard relaxes a little bit.
Oh no. So then her first question to you is, do you feel that you are well placed in the lands that you currently hold for the clan?
I would always be willing to take on, but in terms of the kind of activities we take on the land, I think that's a good fit for myself and my strengths.
Okay, she gives you kind of an arch look. She raises an eyebrow. And says,
here we go.
You brace yourself. And she points out, she says, you are an initiate of a grain goddess, yes?
Barley?
Yes.
Barley more than anybody else.
And how many hides do you have under the plow?
Not a full.
Right.
Maybe I could improve that. I'm thinking this is a good idea on my own, because I think the area next to me could grow barley.
More violence.
I don't want to participate in more.
True. So you are currently on good
that
herding
kind of
land,
violence.
and your life has changed somewhat since these assignments were made. Not only are you able to plow the land, but you also want to. But it would kind of be a shame to put good grazing land to that purpose when grazing land is what is
She
more
offering you a
scarce in your
chance
clan.
to swap. She offering you an opportunity to swap.
That's what it feels like.
That would probably be good for you, actually.
It feels like you're being given a chance to say
were
yes
you having
before
a
she makes you. It's probably what it feels like.
You should do that. That way you can
Now-
feel empowered. That's the way this works.
It's always better to get a little buy-in.
No, I think maybe given my change
Strength.
or solidification in self with the barley and Pagora? I'll get it right one of these days.
Pelora.
Pelora. Maybe I should take on more plowing, less herding, shearing. So are we thinking about adding hides or swapping hides?
The temple, in conjunction, that's a fancy word. The temple alongside the clan ring would be looking at reallocating some land to its more elevated members, right? So you would be moved away from Three Hallstead into farming land that better suits your capabilities. So similar amounts of land.
Okay.
But she says these are early talks, not something we would switch right now. She's basically looking at how things are going this year and thinking about what to do next year, like after the harvest, to get things set up better.
We could look at that. I would be willing to if Ronaldo and Pelora will it.
Good. So then that pretty much closes out what she wanted to say. She'll give you a moment to ask any questions you have.
Well, I will at least try to get some of my Carls or Cotters to come with me.
If they wanted to,
Or
if they felt better suited to the land, yeah, that would be an option. Particularly if you vouch for them, that you think they can handle that transition from herders to plowsmen.
No, the Carls could.
This might be a good chance to weed some people out for you.
Oh,
Oof. Agricultural jokes.
my main one is keeping Kalora and Nara and their kids.
Unless they can take over. It probably can't happen.
No.
Do you mention him specifically?
He's the first one I thought of because the other Carls are mean.
Right.
I don't say it that way.
Did you mention him specifically?
I think so, just because we work well together and he's very capable, and I don't have to yell at him to do things twice. Or Nara,
have to
she's
beat him.
taken very well.
Okay. Roll insight for me. Human insight.
Not Hadrami.
No.
And we never did develop Mastali insights.
Nope, you haven't been around him enough.
6.
A 6?
Oh, good job.
Is that special?
No, success. No.
Oh, I
did
think
not roll 6. I rolled a 20 under 59.
My bad.
Success.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good.
No,
okay, cool.
Not success.
Your mother tells you that she's surprised to hear you suggest him when you know that, you both know that he is a good herdsman. He's good with animals. That's kind of been one of his strengths, which is true. You would note he is good with animals. He's good with horses. He's good with cattle. Insight wise, though, what you're getting out of that is she would prefer to leave him on the outskirts of the clan.
Well, and then the other thing is, if I don't take him because he's such a good herdsman, and it's not because we want to leave family on the outskirts by the Mandarin, could we maybe look at encouraging his taking over more of management than just being a Carl?
You can feel the temperature in the room lower, metaphorically. Not
Oh, entirely. I know I'm pushing it here.
You're like, oh no.
No,
she
I know
says,
this is going to be a source of contention.
Right. But you're willing to have that fight now. She says that in our clan, as we all know, women are in charge of the land. They inherit the land. They take custody of the land. They manage the land and the households. So I can't turn the land over to your cousin, only to his wife.
She's of our clan, isn't she now?
Can I say something?
Yes. You go ahead.
You probably are aware. Okay, so Darius, you are probably aware that I have been trying to work through my own mother and through you to allow her to take up what would have been my inheritance in that, since I won't be doing it.
Okay. I will open that door and let my mother know, what if Inara and we helped out Kathia's branch of our family, since of Kathia's oaths and her goddess, maybe Inara could take on that.
No matter how this goes. Thank you.
It'd be better our family than another's.
That's kind of one of my big
argument.
things I've been trying to work on from the beginning, is to give my brother and sister-in-law a better place. And my cute little niece and nephew.
Right. Yeah, they are.
They're annoying.
No, they're not. They're adorable. If you ever say they're annoying, I will slap you.
This would be a good place. Since you're being combative, I feel like charm is probably not appropriate, but orate would probably be appropriate here. You're making a big point. So feel free to roll an orate for me.
I feel free to, and I am scared.
Boost it.
Oh, I rolled it before I thought about boosting it. But I rolled a 39 under 61.
Oh, good job. Man, you have a high orate.
Been working on it.
I know.
It's cult skill.
Good job. I actually feel to brag about how good you are.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you put some steel in your spine and you go after your argument, right? Like you lay it out like you just did. And your mother sits there for a second, and then she sort of leans back a little bit and she says, "Those are fair points. I will consider what you've said."
Game over. This is a win for me. I win the game.
Yeah,
just to get her to consider it.
I wish I was there to observe this. Sad thing is, I was there. I don't think I'm allowed to really speak up and talk.
No. I'm not sure I'm allowed to, but I do. And yeah, the thing is, I need to go through my mother as well as Kathia's mom. I've got a feeling that Kathia and I may not be listened to very well by the clan ring currently.
But I think my mom and I get along well, and my mom, I don't know if my mom supports it, but she's been receptive of, like, we get along well, but she doesn't have the power of your mom. True. By the way, just FYI, but we have 1 year, and then I have a younger sister that will be an adult too. Just looking at the big picture.
Right, yeah.
I've got another brother.
Yeah, exactly. You got more brothers.
Odris.
Yeah.
Odris.
Actually, he came
he's
up. He's an adult now. We could add him. We could add him. We could add him to the group.
Like the Waltons, but in Sartar. Good night, Kathia. Good night, Gormtip. Good night, Odris.
It's bad. It's bad.
I'm not sure I've ever actually watched
you guys are really dating yourselves. Okay, let's see. Exactly do you have? We'll leave Odris alone for the moment. He's now an adult, but I don't know exactly what cult he's joined.
Yeah, that's fine. He could be one that's more of a homebody anyways. We already brought Cormer along.
He's like, I want to go join the temple, learn to read.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Okay, cool. So you make a point. Good for you. So tension, and then she'll turn the topic to like more personal matters. No, nothing big. Just hold on. I take that back. I take all of that back actually. Now the hidden dagger.
I know.
She inquires as to your prospects. So this is still kind of clan business, but it's more personal.
Last I knew, there, unless I become more devoted in the as well as in the hierarchy of Arnalda Harvers, not yet attainable. Have I told her about Corstar?
No, but I don't think
you're dating the son.
You probably haven't been able to hide Corstar because he's come to visit you a couple times. You went to visit him once, and also you guys were around together at the tribal fair.
That's fair.
Yes, it is.
So those are the two options currently. I just assume she knows.
She gives you a non-committal. Yeah,
they're going okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure Corstar's in a place that I want to commit more.
Right.
Even though I think he would make a good match at some point if he ever mans up.
Okay. She nods at that, right? Yeah, they take a while. What is your assessment of these young men that you're courting?
I get along, and I could partner with either one.
Okay, here, let me.
Arver in his position is both good and what?
No, you're good. I was going to say,
yes.
She's asking your opinion of them.
I think Harver's better on scroll or paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Corstar's a better match for me personally. I think I can actually trust him to be genuine as a partner, as opposed to Harver, there's always something calculating up there. He seems to be part Lankermai or something, or Chaos, whatever.
Right. Chaos. He's definitely chaotic. Cool. Okay, yeah, she's non-committal on your opinions, so she takes them in. She does not offer further counsel.
She knows if she tells me to marry one, I'd marry the other one.
She does not have anything more for you.
This is about as awkward as when. Yep. Nope. I'm good. I am sufficiently embarrassed and/or unsure of what to do with myself, so I'm going to leave. Hug and goodbye.
She came to you.
What?
Nah, they met together.
I thought she came to you.
Yeah. It's probably the temple.
Yeah, she would have sent for you. Cool. Well, that's fun. Good job.
I don't get it. I don't get a one-on-one with my mother.
You know, they're just not dramatic. Your mom loves you, so does your dad. They both want you to be happy. They fully embrace the path you've taken in life, and they support you in things.
Boring.
Right. So, I mean, we can, but is there anything you actually want to do there? Okay, cool.
Not
Yeah,
really.
your parents
I
love you.
was
They
just-
take care of you. They're happy with you. Your relationship is not
Just
contentious. So, you spend time with them, but it's you know, much with as like all the spinning and stuff that occupies like a solid 50% of all of scenarios is waking hours. Like, we just don't do it in game. So,
Yep. I'm just joking. I'm not actually
you're good.
concerned about it.
That's what keeps you strong.
Okay, so
Despite
after a
my
few
jokes
weeks,
earlier, I am taking part in the shearing and seeding and stuff.
yeah, I mean, everybody's kind of in all hands. If you're not busy doing something else, you're doing some of that stuff. It's just how it is in a rural community. So you're all doing that stuff. After a few weeks, that stuff starts to die off. You kind of get through the worst of the shearing and stuff. It's really mostly handled. The planting is going, which is sort of generally this is like actual like full scale plow and plant sort of stuff. You would usually have a husband and wife working together. And so a lot of times like the husband would plow and the wife would follow behind and plant. Right? Like that way it's getting done. Basically, and then she would turn the soil back over it to cover everything. So that would happen. But scenarios for you, it's a little different, both because you're sowing small areas and because you're single. So you're doing more ads or hoe agriculture. So you're cutting small patches of earth up and then burying the seeds and just patting the earth.
I can come help you. Plus, don't you have
covered
in
in debt?
Can help with that too. Actually, are you? What?
So the death rune's so high, don't let her touch any of the seeds.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You can help.
I can run the plow. You can walk behind and plant the seeds, even though you're stronger than I am.
She doesn't have a
It's
plow.
like a Miyagi thing to help you work on your spear.
Yeah. That's what, since she doesn't have like heightage, she's not doing lots of strips, but just small sections kind of scattered around. Like it's just a different sort of work.
You're basically gardening.
Yes.
So you're gonna have to get a plow if you get the a plow and these oxen.
Mm-hmm.
You get your other land.
I think I've said this many episodes ago.
Exciting.
An ox is a cow that you use to do work. That's it. Like there's no like special ox breed or a separate lineage that's set aside for that. It's just like if this cow is pulling a plow, it's an ox. If it's not pulling a plow, it's not an ox. So okay. So as that tapers off and as your relatively minimal planting duties start to taper off, like you've handled that stuff, and this will be several weeks in. So we're looking at, get my little calendar out. We're probably somewhere past your guys' seasonal holy days. So if you want to make seasonal holy days would just renew skill checks or renew room points for you. You should be topped out on room points, right?
Do you cast Sonoris? Do you cast spells at this time of year?
Well, I was going to ask that. Even though it would not necessarily help the income, could I spend a few room points to boost my patches of barley of the blessed crops if I have that spell?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll spend 3 to do that.
Okay, you've got blessed barley, right? So make sure you know that provides an additional 10%, or do you not?
I have blessed crops. I do not.
Oh, you didn't take the Grain Goddess
I've not taken a specific one.
Okay.
Not yet, because I'm saving room points or POW
Right. That's like the only benefits of the Grain Goddess is that it's slightly easier to become a God Talker, and the boost crop spell is slightly more effective.
Oh, an additional +10. So
Contemplating just dropping that power now and grabbing the better spell.
You were already and you were functionally already initiated into the Grain Goddess subcult this whole time, right? Like you
okay,
just hadn't chose to emphasize it in order to fill that position for your cult. So I think we are okay saying
because
no, you do not need to buy another instance of Blessed Crops to make that work.
okay, but if I cast Blessed Crops on wheat, it would not get an
The
additional
10%
bonus.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And
And
like
right
I
now,
said,
I'm not even trying to get a bonus. I'm just trying to make it grow.
right. Just record it and we'll remember it as something that helps your farm skill when you're rolling to see how your crop did, and then we'll know. But yeah, I think technically
But
the answer is
now I'm
yeah,
going-
you need to buy it separately, but realistically, there's no reason to do that. I don't feel like parsing
But I'm also
things
going
that
to chuck
closely.
out 25, my last of the ingot of silver
Uh-oh.
to keep up that barley place shrine.
Okay,
So I can replenish and try to get a POW check.
right. Makes sense. Okay, so that happens.
Let's see. Well, I get a special on my worship.
Okay, that's a good sign. You can check worship.
And I assume that gets me my rune points back.
Probably, yeah, it should. How many did you spend?
3.
3. Goodness. I feel like I should just know how this stuff works at this point, but I don't. You get 2d6 back, so unless you roll snake eyes, you get everything back.
I get 8 back.
Okay, so you're topped off. Good work.
And I'll take my...
Yes.
If I may.
Yeah, you can do that. You've led a worship service for your Grain Goddess.
Hooray! I rolled a 9 under 40, so there we go.
Okay, good. That's a success.
I POW 13. Yep, I'll take the automatic one.
Okay, so what's your POW now? Brown cow?
14.
14? Okay, cool. Nice. Cool. Okay, so Kathia is sort of similar for you. You would have your seasonal holy day at this time. I don't know that you have any spells to
So-
refresh, but you could roll POW.
Okay, that's what I was wanting to do.
Yeah. You would also have the option,
I made it.
given that the first... Okay.
Go ahead.
So you would get to check that. If you have any room points to resolve, you
Yes.
would resolve those. Are you full of magic, though?
I'm full magic. I did.
So the other thing
I
you
went
could do
ahead
is,
and
if you wanted
rolled
to,
my-
you have been kind of... If you wanted to visit that holy site again, you have like the first half of the year, or
Yes.
first half of the season, excuse me.
Okay.
And you could do that. You could pay out the
Yep.
money to take care of it and lead a worship service out there.
Was that 15 that we did before? Seems like.
I think it was 25, but don't quote me.
Oh,
25.
25.
Around.
Okay. No, that's fine.
I guess 25 is what I did.
I went in and spent the 25. Even. All right, so I don't know if it does anything for me besides get me a POW gain or get me a skill check, but when I got a special on my worship,
Okay. I
36.
don't believe that.
it doesn't do anything because I don't have to gain any POW back. That's just
Right.
leading the
So no,
worship
it doesn't
service.
help you. It's just cool. You did a good job.
Okay. No, it's cool.
So, but it will
I'm
give
trying
you
to
access
decide
to
if
the
I'm
POW
going to
gain
take the
roll.
POW or trying to decide if I'm going to take the POW or if I'm going to put another point of another rune point. I think I'm going to take another rune point. If that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you learning a spell or are you?
I don't know that I have any more to learn.
Okay, that's probably true.
We should look at it later, but I think I did look to believe the salamander is just a cult spirit, so I don't really even have to learn a special spell for it. I think it's just one more, and I don't have
In
to.
there.
The command cult spirit automatically covers it
Okay, cool.
if my reading is understand. And I'll put a check under worship. Is that the only skill we use for this?
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought so. It's the only thing I rolled.
Okay, cool. All right. So as you kind of resolve the first half of sea season and you're doing sea season stuff, as you sort of wind down your cultic duties, your clan duties, your duties to agriculture and pastoralism, as all those things kind of clear out and you start looking into like, oh, it's nice out. It's starting to dry out a little bit. It's getting pretty warm. You're in the back half, really the last 3 weeks or so of the year. Or season. I keep saying year. Season. So as you enter stasis week, a merchant comes into town with several wagons and some horsemen with him and some people walking about. You two will be present for this because if you miss it, it would be a short adventure.
Check it out.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Yeah. Who is it?
So there's a in charge of the caravan. You can tell there's a guy. He looks like a younger guy, relatively, so late 20s probably. If you approach him, he will introduce himself as Joe Myth. He mentions that he's heading off to trade in
I
faraway
didn't realize he was that
lands.
young.
He is in 1606, 1607.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, let's go find the wind sword.
He's
I don't know why.
go
I just
find the
had a
wind
dream
sword.
last night.
I just throw it in the ditch because neither of you can use it.
I'm gonna go trade it with Gone Order for something useful.
Corn tip good.
Oh yeah, give it to your little brother. Here, man, have the wind sword. So no, he mentions that he's gonna go trade in some faraway lands, blah blah blah. But that he has a secondary mission, and he could use some guards to escort an associate of his on that mission. That you would ride with his. He's looking for someone to go with him, and that you would ride with him for the next leg of his journey, and then part ways with him outside of Skyfall Lake, and you would escort another trader with him to Crabtown to make a purchase.
The sheep are sheared and the barley's planted.
Who cares?
I'm just thinking of my schedule, okay?
Embracing farming really ties us down to the seasons now.
To the seasons, yeah, yes. Running active farms that you're personally managing does require you to stick around more. But yeah, you're mostly done with that work. And if you wanted to go, you could go. Or you could ask him what he's paying or what the deal is or any of that stuff. Okay.
Yes, I would be curious what he's paying. We should find out what he's paying.
Right. What's it worth?
And then I'll try to bargain with him.
Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, that could be fun, right? Okay, so he mentions that his friend, the trader that you'll be escorting, is a man named Marius, who's here. He gestures to him. He's like standing off by one of the wagons. He's sort of
Oh, so we're not going with Joe. We're going.
You'll go with him part of the way, but he's not going to Crabtown.
Okay,
he's going further, but he's going to go until he gets as far along your common path as possible, and you'll escort Marius the rest of the way, essentially, while he goes off to Balazar.
Do we bring Marius back?
Yeah, you'll bring him back to here, and then he'll continue on his way from your town.
Okay.
Basically, and Joe mentions that he has done this before. He hasn't bothered with guards, but he's heard that there's been more Tusk Rider activity, and so he wants someone to escort them, like when they're further out in like troll lands, basically more wild areas. But he figures they're probably safe enough once he's back in Fieldstone.
That's fair.
All right.
So
sounds fair.
Marius is closer to your age, still older than you, but closer, and he looks like a pretty sort of unassuming dude. He doesn't really stand out that much. He looks a bit meek. He's carrying a staff and a dagger.
Probably doesn't look very formidable either.
No, he's not sticking out to you as someone who can really hold their own in a fight. Cool. So if you want to go, what they're offering here is Joe Myth offers you this deal. He says for everyone who goes, and he's looking for basically 2 to 8 people. So 2 is the minimum he will take. 1 escort is not enough to be useful. He'll just cancel the mission. But 2 is probably enough. But an 8 is the maximum he's willing to pay. He thinks any more than that would be gross overkill. So of the people who go, he's willing to offer each person spell training, basically worth up to 500 lunars or 100 lunars in cash. That's the first leg of this. Secondly, he is offering 50 lunars paid now and another 50.
How much cash?
For what? Part leg 2?
So the cash is 100 total.
Well, hold on. So he's offering the first part of the payment. There are 3 parts of the payment. Payment part 1 is either 500 lunars worth of spell training, 1 spell training worth up to that much. So he'll teach you a spell, and it can be up to 500 lunars. If you don't want a spell, he'll give you 100 lunars in cash after the job is done. The second portion of the pay is 50 lunars paid now, and another 50 that you'll get back after Marius has been safely returned. And then the third part of the pay...
Basically, everybody gets 100 lunars.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, everyone gets 100 lunars, then a spell or another 100 lunars, and then thirdly, You get a fair share of any loot rightfully gained in self-defense. So if you guys fight a bunch of bandits, you will get a share of that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I was
You're
misadding.
good. I think we're desynced a little bit. My connection is not fantastic.
All right. Well, I am going to attempt to bargain.
Go
If
for it.
that's okay with you.
You can, yeah. He's going to bargain too.
You think it's a bad idea? I know he's going to kill me in this. If I fail this, am I going to get... It's not going to be one of those where I actually get reduced out of this, is it?
Okay, so...
Here's what I was going to offer.
Mhm.
If he's willing to pay for 8,
Yes.
then I was going to ask, would he pay a lump sum, and then I will choose him like I would a war band, because I'm a war leader. Because that's the way those normally work.
Okay. So you're...
And so basically I'm trying to go kind of like, well, you were willing to pay this much for 8, but we're better than that. So if we take 6, why don't we get paid for the 8 and split it? Or if we take 4, maybe bargain down to where we get the pay of 6 that he initially offered them split 4 ways.
Okay.
Does that make
let's
sense?
roll. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Let's roll and see how you do. To see whether or not you can get what you want.
Do I have any chance whatsoever of boosting this with anything I have? No, I was going to play I'm a Thane, and we're a war band, and we're a little better than just normal average guards.
Right.
So I was actually thinking Yolorna or my Death Rune, which seems a little overkill. I don't know if I can spend my reputation anyhow, but anyhow, something like
We
that.
have fought Tusk Riders before.
We've fought
Hold on.
Tusk Riders before, so
Hold on.
situational
Actually,
bonuses.
give me a second here. No, you're good. I'm thinking. What is your reputation?
I say all that, what, 27?
27? Okay.
Also, why I say all that, Nineveh, do we have any spells we want from Asaris that you
I don't
can
know.
think of?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be from the Asaris. He will pay
Sonoris?
for that spell. That's a good question, though. He will clarify that. He's not necessarily offering to personally teach you a spell. He will pay for you to learn a spell up to 500 lunars value. You assume that he has credit or
That might be worth
favors
it.
or kind type.
We can go to somebody outage her or something like that.
Right. Okay. So here's the good news. All right. Because I've made a couple rolls. Kathia, he recognizes you once he starts talking to you. He's heard of you.
Hopefully that's a good thing.
Well, your big things here
Reputation's mostly good.
are like you've been on a cattle raid, you killed those wyverns, which is probably what he's actually most
Yep.
knows you for. But he also knows that you've done some like mercenary work for the elves and things like that and been involved in the war. Like this is all just news and stuff, but he's relatively well connected. Also, you have missed him the last 2 times he's come through because you've been busy during sea season and not around when he's passed through. So this isn't like his first trip. It's just the first one you've been around for.
So he's heard of us because we were gone doing stuff.
Yeah, so he's heard of
We
you.
also already have worked with trolls.
That is stretching it, but I get what you're saying.
We've met trolls.
So I'm going to say that you probably don't have... It would be hard to like use your like clan loyalty or something to boost this role because you're not really... You're leveraging your position, not your loyalty. You see what I'm saying? But he knows who you are. So go ahead and roll.
More of my... So I'm just rolling a normal roll against my bargain, right?
Yeah.
No adjustment. All right. Oh, boy.
How'd you do?
Well, I rolled a 0.
Okay.
And then I rolled another 0.
Okay, so that went really poorly for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, here's what happens. Okay. You bargain poorly. So, he knows who you are. Right? And that matters. Like, you have a solid reputation. You're just bad at bargaining. So, you're not going to get that deal. He will offer you the deal he was offering.
Yeah, that's fine.
Basically, your reputation is protecting you from that fumble, but it's not helping you either. Like, you're like, he knows you're a good deal.
That's fine.
Like, but he wants to get a good deal.
I rolled 2. Okay. We will accept his offer.
All right, cool.
What's that? Do I get a skill check out of fumbling?
Yes, you do. Fumbles and successes.
Even though I didn't suffer anything from it. I know, but the fact I didn't suffer from this one.
But you could have.
Luckily, he's an even-handed person, because that probably could hurt me pretty badly. So far, my 2 fumbles have not been when I get killed, it's like making bad interactions with other people.
You just have historically your character Kathia has either like she's basically botched every social interaction she's had, either from getting really awkward or being too shy. So
She's starting to get confident, and now it just comes across all wrong.
it's just really funny to me because she has like a high charisma. Her skills are not bad. She just keeps stepping on herself somehow. Anyways,
Well, the only
he's planning on.
ones I really botched is
No, you're good. So he is planning on staying overnight to give he needs to restock a little bit, do some local trading, just normal peddler stuff, and then that'll give you time to assemble a group to go.
okay. Should we go ahead and do that? Assemble our group.
Yeah,
Yes.
Avengers assemble.
Well,
Right?
Kathia.
Elendor.
So Eleanor, yes, Elendor has to go. I mean, since we are just getting paid per person, we're not at any disadvantage for filling it out to 8. So we have the strongest group to go and get the most people the most money. The only downside at all to that is meta handling the extra stuff. So I think you take Quorum.
Yes.
I don't want to take Yenor. I don't want to take Artcora.
What?
And Durdas would probably be a bad idea in troll territory. You can leave Durdas over at your stead a bit to watch things. I'm concerned about it something attacking, so I basically want a warrior type. I'm a little tempted to take Mardina, because I kind of feel loyalty to her and want to take her, but I also have this feeling that having somebody who's knowledgeable might be really beneficial, even though she's not a guard type.
She's getting better.
She's very smart and useful.
She stabbed an ogre.
Exactly. So that's 5. I don't know that we need to take 8, but
What about Corster?
Do you want to take your sometimes boyfriend with you?
I need to see if he's good in the fight. I know Harvard is.
Okay, if you want to, that might be a good time for you to. Sure.
So you'll have to go get him from the neighboring clan, and then he will have to decide if he wants to go with you or not. Right. So you coconut shell your way over there, and then once you get there, you will
ride over
be
there,
able to find him
unarmored with a knife, and look for Corster again. Hopefully, don't get shanked by an angry Mandarin. And upon finding him, see if he wants to go to Crabtown and escort a merchant up to there and back for some money or spells. And we're heading out today, I think.
Tomorrow.
Or soon.
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning. So he gives you a sort of puzzled look, and then he will just sort of he will give you sort of a shrug and say, "Might as well. Could be fun."
Oh, good. Thought about inviting another Yolorna, but I think 6 is enough.
I hope so.
I mean,
yeah, sure, ought to be.
Anyways,
feels like a nice number.
Let's just go.
So
the next
prep
morning
and
we'll prepare overnight.
Yep. So you'll prepare up, you'll get your little group together, and then the next morning you will head out. So he has several wagons. Like I said, he has some riders with him that are obviously like Huskarl type people. So they're wearing like metal armor, mounted, etc. You will be traveling with Jomis caravan for several days, before you part ways. So you'll get to do that. So you'll be part of his caravan while you're doing that. So if you'll look at the map, so where Fieldstone is, you're going to follow your river, basically, until you hit something that Joe Myth tells you is called Giant's Walk. And then you'll follow Giant's Walk, which is a trail, quite a ways, and then you'll turn north in the Vale of Flowers. Once you hit the river, the headwaters of the river there, you'll follow it back down to Skyfall Lake and then to Crabtown from there. So,
okay.
But he wants you to escort him until the trolls are strongly between him and the stinking forest. So you'll be escorting him up that way. And then he will depart for Balazar and those little red arrows up there where his path is marked. And you will go to Skyfall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that little red arrow dotted line is the pass into Balazar. Cool. So the first day you'll be like basically leaving Enroding lands and then moving kind of along the border of the Amad. Jomith's preference is to avoid the Amad. and just stay out of their lands entirely, just
Okay.
because he doesn't want to have to. His unfiltered opinion is that they're both poor and kind of mean, and he doesn't want to trade with them. So
Okay.
Jeez.
Fair enough. They're our friends, but you're not wrong.
So the first day of travel, make some scan rolls for me. We'll just see what you see while you're out there. See if anything bad happens.
The first one is a failure.
Okay, good. I mean, no, that's terrible.
Special.
Ooh, it's special. Special's good. Good work. Okay,
And
so
check.
I'm still stinging from stumbling all over myself the day before.
Hmm. What did I see?
okay, so what you
Until
see
pointed
actually
out to me.
once as you're traveling along the first day, once you've left your lands and you're out in the wilderness, basically, you see, unfortunately for you, given what Joe is telling you, you bump into a hunting party from the Ahmad that are out like just hunting, like they're straight off their lands looking for prey, like game. You see them they're pretty close, right? So they're not like the next ridge over or anything, but they're still out of bow shot. And there are, I don't know, maybe half a dozen people there. They're on foot. They're carrying bows. They are aware of you. You are aware of them.
I guess we'll keep moving, but wave in a friendly manner.
Okay, so you give them a wave. They give you guys a wave. Joe Myth like half-heartedly raises one hand at them. Cool. All right, so that's other than that though, you really don't see too much. It's fairly quiet out here. You set a camp with the wagons. You can sort of talk to some people. You could talk to this guy that you're going to go with, Marius. So Murius. Marius,
Be
Murray.
interested in that. I'd also be interested in.
I'll still get to know him.
Yeah.
Make sure he's not an ogre.
Right. Here, you pick
I'm
up this.
paranoid about that now, haven't we? Good reason.
Okay. You're pretty sure he's not an ogre. From talking to him, you get the impression that he is pretty intelligent, and from speaking to him, you can just tell his turns of phrase, diction. He's a good he's also an Asari's initiate. You are pretty sure that everyone but Mardina can take him in a fight,
She probably can too.
and she
Go
might.
take
I
her.
mean, it's not settled, all right? But he can't fight. You can tell that just looking at him. He's not a fighter. But he is, like I said, he's intelligent. He seems perceptive. He's like a good conversationalist. You enjoy talking to him pretty quickly. Do you and he warms up to you guys pretty quickly too. Like he seems fairly personable. He asks you some questions, about like what you've seen recently, rumors. He's happy to swap those. He asks you if you have any questions about the Crabtown or any of that stuff.
Yes. I mean, curious what he's doing there. I mean, obviously he's trading, but what things does he trade for with trolls?
Right. And he kind of he looks around, like he does, like it's like he shifts his shifty eyes like left and right, and then leans into you.
Yep.
He's like, I probably shouldn't tell you,
Mm.
but I trade to the trolls certain exotic substances that they enjoy, and in return, they trade to me spider silk and other things that are expensive away from troll lands.
Neat.
Who's a big deal?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
So Murray is Dr. Feelgood.
trolls think with their
Um.
stomachs, both of their stomachs.
Fair enough.
Cool. But yeah, he's willing to be a little chatty, and he tells you about some of the things he's seen and stuff, but unless you he's not really sharing a lot of information because you're not really that close to the town yet. So unless you ask him questions, he'll kind of leave it at that.
General discussion, just getting to know the guy we're going to go
Yeah,
with.
it's cool. Overall, he strikes you as a pretty reasonable person.
That's good.
Cool.
I like reasonable people.
Indeed. So on the second day of travel, then you will sort of you guys have your conversations, you make camp, you break camp. You'll start to turn. You follow, and you'll start to cross these two rivers at fords, and you'll get a little further out. You'll start getting into the Vale itself. So the river crossings are going to require some work. These are not deep rivers, but it is sea season, and so they're
They
fast
also have
flowing
wagons,
right now.
don't they?
Yeah. So you're not fording the Mississippi, right? You're not. This isn't Oregon Trail, but there's some work involved in it. So if
Right.
you'll need to help with those things a bit. So if you guys can roll, I keep forgetting there's not like a generic athletics skill here.
Strength or something like that.
Yeah, you could roll just against your strength. Just throw a roll and tell me what multiple
Okay.
you get.
I'm just not having a good night.
Doesn't sound like it.
I rolled a 90. I rolled a 92.
Okay.
So let me see.
Would it help to cast my strength spell?
Make up for me.
Or would it work in this abstraction?
You have enough magic points to cast it a few times, and you can pick your moments to cast it. You know, like so that because
Okay.
it lasts for 5 minutes. So yes, that would help you.
So I'm over 5 times my strength.
Okay, cool. I'm going to come back to you.
I wasn't
Don't
very
worry.
hopeful. Just letting you know.
I roll a 29,
Okay.
and so with the 8 points, that is definitely under 2 times my strength.
Under 2 times your strength. Okay, so you contribute.
Show off.
Like there's a team of people, there are animals, but you definitely find yourself at moments where you're like grabbing the back of a wagon and just kind of lifting it up out of the mud, or like really pushing it over a rock or something. Like you find a few moments where you're able to really like intervene in a useful way that keeps things from bogging down too much. Right. So that's good. You're doing a good job. The rest of your party
what I
is
do.
kind of helpful, kind of not. Martina not helpful. Martina not trying, right? Like, but for Kathia, make a swim check for me.
Oh no, I didn't do that.
Did you fail at the swim check?
I could flip the dice. I rolled a 50. Oh yeah. I only have a 25 skill on swim.
That's
I
fair.
rolled a 52, so if I could swap the dice, I would have made it.
Right. Yeah. So that would be helpful, yes.
But I can't.
Okay, so what happens is that you're not mounted because you're trying to help. So you're doing stuff. So you're on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in any real danger, again, because the water is not that deep, right? But you do, at some point, you slip and you get like rolled like 10 or 15 yards downstream before you find your feet. It is embarrassing. It is not
Okay.
meaningfully damaging. Like someone might cast a heal 1 on you or something to remove some bruises or something. But you have just a rough time of it. And you're like, I'm not supposed to be swimming. I'm supposed to be on a horse shooting arrows at people.
Apparently I don't do heavy labor that well. But I try.
You've been on and off about it. Like sometimes you're helpful, but it's not too bad. All right. So you guys get across the little rivers there. There's some time between them, but you make both your fordings, and then you move into the vale itself. As you move into the vale, while it's labeled as forest, what you notice is that while there are trees here, a lot of them have like they're blooming trees, right? So they have like large flowers and things. There are also a lot of flowers. So there's also a lot of flowers and like flowering bushes on the ground. So like once you're into the vale, into that forested area, like it's pretty evident, like, yeah, this is definitely not like other forests. It's covered in like flowering, budding things that are growing and pollinating. So it's pretty different than like the stinking forest, for instance, or even just the forest like around the Blue Hill or the Zerdavos. And you could definitely tell. Just go ahead and make some scan rolls for me. It's just kind of our way now. Can you just feel the fear of touching the dice?
I switched to my traditional RuneQuest dice even.
Okay.
Help.
Headshot.
I don't get to attack.
But it was not a fumble.
Okay, so you failed. Okay, so what happens to you guys in this instance then? So as you're traveling along, and you're pushing into the Vale of Flowers, you stumble almost literally into a group of like you're sort of finding your way, and Joe Myth gets you guys onto the Giant's Walk, which this you cannot miss. The Giant's Walk is this long path. I mean, it's pretty straight. Like it wobbles a bit, but it's a fairly straight path coming out of Snakepipe Hollow, and then it runs to the Door Mountain, that red triangle mountain up there labeled Door. So and it runs more or less straight shot there. So from your perspective, it's like the ground gently slopes downwards on this wide path. It's not paved or cleared, but every once in a while you feel a wagon jolt, or you look down and realize that you're standing or riding in the middle of a gigantic footprint. And Murius will explain to you guys, if he notices you looking at them, that every year the giants that live in the mountains go through this procession where they walk from Door Mountain to Snakepipe Hollow and then back. Nobody knows why, but that's what they do. There are sometimes giants on this path randomly throughout the year, so it's somewhat dangerous, but it's also like really easy to follow.
Okay.
But what
That's an
you
upside.
guys bump into is that, for reasons unknown, at the edge of this path, just like you go over a little hill, and you take in a handful of scattered little structures. They look like little mud walls. Someone rolled up some stones, dropped a few trees or something, and kind of made some little huts. You struggle to think of them as huts, but they're roughly hut shaped, right? They look new, and you realize they're new at about the same time that a bunch of angry trolls start yelling at you from them. Um, so you hear like some deep voices start to bellow and holler. It's daytime, so you had to get pretty close, but there are definitely some angry trolls in those huts. But they're not like coming out. They're just like, go away,
Yelling.
get out of here. It's our place. Leave us alone.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, they do not menace. Like they yell, but yeah, they're like, get out of here. But they don't like attack or anything. So you're definitely seeing like you're not, you're in troll territory now for sure. Like you're starting to bump into random stuff. Otherwise, you'll kind of like you'll
Literally
have to
bump.
camp. Literally bumping into them. You'll have to camp at some point again, and then you'll have another day of travel. Joma tells you probably have one more day, and then you'll be parting from him. So on that third day, again, make some scan rolls for me. Ardina's like running around looking at flowers and stuff. Like you're not sure how helpful she really is, but she's been like picking flowers and pressing them.
On the third day, I make up for those by rolling
Yes.
a crit, I believe. I rolled an 03.
Nice.
I rolled an 03. I have 60% skill. So, yeah, that would be a 3, I think.
Okay. So good job. So what you notice, you're able to pick out some signs. You can see some evidence of trollkin living in the area. You don't actually see any trollkin. It would be weird to see them out in the day. You also see signs of like there are rabbits, small animals living in the vale. There are also some quite large bugs living in the vale, and you see some of them, including buzzing overhead, an absolutely
Giant bugs.
catastrophic honeybee, like the size of a wagon, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
It buzzes ponderously through the trees and it lands somewhere on an absolutely massive flower as you get deeper into the vale, and does what honeybees do. But actually, you feel pretty safe here. You feel a good sense of like things seem very peaceful, very gentle. The flowers and everything seem very innocent, and you're keeping a sharp eye out, but you just feel like there's nothing around that's dangerous right now.
Okay, that's a good feeling.
Yeah. So you make camp.
Hopefully it's correct.
Right. And then everybody dies. Ha! No. You'll camp right at the headwaters of this river. There's these twin rivers that kind of mix together. These actually do flow into Skyfall Lake. They're uphill of it.
Okay.
So you'll camp at the headwaters. Jomith tells you, good work so far. I'm sure you'll get Marius safely to Crabtown and then back to your home. Be brave.
So we're on the north end. Am I picturing this right?
Don't let the trolls intimidate you. Say what?
Sorry. I said, are we on the north end of Skyfall Lake? We basically went around it to catch her.
Kind of. You would be due east of it. Like if you see that shadow for Crabtown, you would go east past Fulcher Hill, right above the F on Flowers. There's a little river there.
Oh, okay. So we did go east.
You're out there.
For some reason, the way we were getting described, I almost thought we went up the west side and then around across the north. But we went up the east side.
No, that's too far. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
No, you went north and then turned east.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. So no, you're good. You're
Got
good. Yeah, you went north and turned east over those two rivers there, and then all right. Yep. So at this point, the wagon will head north, and you guys will head back west. You'll follow this river, bump into Crabtown, bump into the shore of Skyfall Lake, the marshes around it, and you'll just kind of walk to Crabtown from there. So the first day of this is a little faster travel. It's only going to take you probably a couple days to get where you want to be. The first day of this, again, you're walking. Your little party is kind of surrounding Marius, and you're just looking around. So feel free to make scan rolls. Feel free to poke at things, start up a conversation. Anything you want to do there.
I'm just keeping my eyes open and my ears open. I'll just scan for now, but if a listen makes sense, let me know. I failed my scan.
Success.
Good job.
Nice work. Okay.
I think I have three failures and a crit on my scans. don't know if that averages out right or not. Oh well.
I don't know. Don't know. Okay. So one thing that you do encounter as you're kind of following this river, and you see it coming, or you see it as you approach it, I should say, is that at some point you see there's this rock. It's like a plinth or like a big boulder kind of stuck onto the side of a hill where it's kind of covered by an overhang. And as you get closer to it, you can see a troll there. And she has another troll with her and then a couple of trollkin. And she's like dancing and singing as trolls dance and sing. So, and she's kind of like dancing around this rock. And as you get closer, because you have to kind of pass by, like if you're going to follow the river, you have to get fairly close. You can see this rock has kind of been roughly carved to sort of look like a big troll head, and like her trollkin are cowering in the shadow of this overhang. She is like completely consumed by whatever ritual she's going through. The other there's a big troll with her. It watches you, like he kind of gives you like the stink eye, but he doesn't actually do anything. Like he watches you go. And he's armored. He's wearing like insect chitin armor. He's carrying a big mace. He's got a shield. But you can tell the look he gives you is unmistakably just keep moving on. Good.
I'll wait till we get past, but then I will ask Mardina if she has any idea what they're doing, and I'll ask Marius since he's been here before.
Think about it, and then she'll tell you that she doesn't really know. She doesn't know much about trolls.
Okay.
They eat elves. She knows that. But yeah, she's not sure. Marius tells you that he suspects they were doing some sort of ritual to the great troll goddess Kagorlator, but he doesn't know what that ritual would be or why they would be doing it during the day. It's a mystery to him, so he's not sure. But these are just things you see. You'll have to camp that night, and at this point, he starts to talk to you guys more because he wants to get you ready for what's going on. So like he's been chatty, but he hasn't been like very directed. So now he kind of tells you like, okay, here's the deal, right? Like, we're going to be entering deeper into troll territory here. Trolls are very jealous of their lands. You've seen how everyone's been yelling at us and watching us carefully. We've purchased some safety, but trolls aren't humans, so we need to be a little careful, right? Regardless. Tomorrow, as we walk up the side of the lake, we need to be looking for a place called the Frog Grog Shop.
Okay.
It is a brewery, or whatever passes for one, for trolls. If we find the signs, we'll be able to find it, but it is hidden, so we have to look for it.
It's
Frog Grog Shop. Okay, he's going to give you some instructions here. Once we find it, one of my guards, will need to help us get past the shop once we go inside. So I just need one of you to drink what they offer us. Any one of you, just drink what they offer us. There will be a test, but don't worry. Don't believe what they tell you about troll drinks. They're harmless.
I will do it. Because you can probably heal me more readily than I can heal you. It also feels like the right thing. I held myself up as being the war leader, and it's the kind of thing I'm not going to have.
Goodness.
Have somebody else doing for me.
He gives you a few further
Even though you have a much higher constitution than me.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. So he has further instructions for you. He says there will be a curtain over the entryway. I will hand you a piece of food. When you go into the curtain, shut the curtain fast. They don't like light. And then throw the food to your left and do not look that way if you are squeamish at all. Also, do not eat anything they offer you. The food is poisonous. Okay. Lastly, and this cannot be done for you. You have to do it for yourselves. Only one of you has to drink, as long as everybody else is polite. But the one who wants to drink has to say, and I cannot stress this enough, you have to say this. Roombum gaga oo, I say I can drink my way into crab shell. That is how you initiate the challenge. After that, they should be friendly. If they're not, run.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, I didn't catch that whole thing because I have to say it, but we can assume my character did.
No. Yeah. Room bomb gaga.
No. What?
Room bomb Gaga ooh. Okay? Got it? I say I can
Boom,
drink my
bang,
way
gaga,
into
ooh.
crag shell. Yeah. I say I can drink my way into crab shell. And then they'll be friendly. And if they're not, run. We're all going to run. After that, they will give us a guide to take us into Crabtown. That way everyone knows that we're allowed to be there.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
What do you think, Solanarius? I did volunteer myself because it does seem like the thing she would just immediately do. Though I do realize your odds of surviving it are much higher than mine.
You can if you want.
I will do it because, like I said, worst case, you can heal me. I
If
can't
that's
heal
polite.
me. What?
If
What?
that's polite.
I mean, you can heal me after the fact. Keep me from dying, maybe? I don't know.
Nice. Marius does clarify that you can heal yourselves. They do not frown on magic use.
Okay.
It's okay. But you shouldn't need to because
Yeah.
troll drinks aren't that dangerous. But it's allowed.
Uh-huh. That's what he says.
Right.
Have
Okay.
you ever drank them, Marius?
I notice he's not drinking them. He's making us do it, so they can't be that safe.
No, a good merchant has to keep a sober head.
Yeah. Okay. I've been filling everything on this one to begin with.
Okay. So that's kind of your next day. The next day, you will start moving along again, and he's kind
So
of
we have to find
he's
the place too.
right. You have to find the place, but you'll kind of keep moving around. So you'll move like upriver, and then you'll kind of follow the marshes towards the lake, and you're kind of looking for this place. So the first thing you'll do is make a set of spot hidden rolls for me.
Ooh.
Do we
Search.
actually have a spot hidden?
Spot
Oh,
hidden
yeah,
is
that's the
probably
old
like
skill.
scan,
Yeah.
like scan or search. Yeah, like sorry,
Search.
this is a RuneQuest 2
Well,
supplement.
that's yeah.
It looks a little different.
So do you
I
want to
made a search roll.
Okay.
I succeeded. I am happy with myself. Maybe after I die from the drink, I may not be as happy.
made a scan roll? I was
Okay, that's
too
something.
scared to roll search.
So here are some deals, right? Like scenarios, you can see both of you can see pretty clearly. Skyfall Lake, you're pretty close to it. Skyfall Lake is generated by a permanent wound in the sky that has an endless storm like rolling out of it. So there's just a column of rain
Ooh.
as high as the eye can see, just hammering down in like roughly a circle. You can see this, and this is as close as you have probably ever been to it before. But it's a pretty impressive sight. Scenarios, you can see occasionally things larger and heavier than rain falling out of the sky.
Hey.
Okay, the other thing that you notice now, as your eyes are compelled upward away from the path you've been following towards the sky, is that to the north of you, past the lake, is the mighty crag known as Cliff Home. It's tall, it is dark, it is permanently wreathed in shadow, it is foreboding. And when you see it, it scares you. You are brave, but you can feel like it's just a frightening place. Like the first thought in your head is, I don't want to go there.
And we're going there, right? Or
Not
we're
to Cliff
going
Home,
there?
just to Crabtown. Cliff Home is where Crag
Okay.
Spider lives.
Oh yeah, we don't want to go there.
Feeling fear
bad
at looking
place.
up there is entirely appropriate. Crabtown, much more gentle. Okay, so
Okay.
Thea, you are able, after some time, to kind of find some signs and sort of start getting them put together a little bit. So you're kind of narrowing in your search. At this point, Marius is kind of chatty. He's getting chattier as you get closer. Scenarios, he sees you looking up. Roll human insight for me. See if that's true.
Success.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he is. Like, you are always free to draw whatever conclusions you want, but this one you feel is mechanically true. Like, you're pretty darn certain that he's a little nervous.
I mean, he should be.
Yes. So he sees you looking up at
Tell him not to
Cliff
worry.
Home, right? And he tells you a story about how there was a man named Naravang Four Eyes who was going to this was a long time ago. It's a legend. But he was going to go look into the spire up there, Cliff Home, to see what was going on with all these great trolls that popped up in Nagoria and Karth. And he was going to go look and find out what was happening. And he swore that he would return, living or dead, to report on the matter. And then he left, and he was only seen once after that in a dream of his wife's, where he appeared, looking gaunt and pale, and said to her, "No fear," and then departed the dream. Marius also confides in you that it is well rumored that the Crag Spider has a servant in her household named Four Eye, who is a spirit of light that he serves as a courier for her. So
Nice.
we should stay well clear of Cliff Home.
Okay. Fair
Happily,
enough.
we don't need to go there. So you're poking around, and eventually you find 2 markers, Kathia. There are 2
Okay.
markers here. One of them is a stick in the ground that's broken like a Y, so it has like a Y fork. And in the crotch of that fork is a bone pointing to the left, and there's a gourd sitting on the bone to keep it from shifting. There is also a skull
Okay.
on
I'm
the
looking
other
for that
side of the
direction.
trail with a stick through its eye socket that's pointing to the right. And now you must
Ooh.
choose which
So
way to
one's
go.
pointing one direction, one's pointing.
One's pointing to the left, one's pointing to
Well,
the
I'm
right.
gonna ask Murius since.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're escaping this guy that knows what he's doing, so we're gonna
Right.
ask him.
He nods. He looks around a little bit. He says, honestly, they change the signs every year, and sometimes they move the entrance.
So he doesn't know which one. They don't know which. He doesn't.
No,
All
it's
right,
definitely
I'm
one
gonna
of them.
assume that the one with the stick and not. I'm gonna assume the one with the stick and not with the skull.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right. I believe in you. Okay, so you go in the
You know
direction of the
whether I'm
stick
right
with the
or not.
gourd. I want you to know that you have chosen wisely. Good job. So you go that way, and a few minutes later, you are near the shop. Once you get here, there are actually no real attempts to hide it. It's just like a little building put together. It has a bunch of peace signs on it, like a bunch of harmony runes, like painted around it, like stuck onto trees and painted on rocks.
Oh, cool.
There's a most of these are harmony runes. There is an actual human hand nailed to a tree that is making the lunar sign of peace, which is that sort of forward gesture with the pinky apart from the other 3. And there's also a Chalana Arroy sash hanging from a rock.
So they're trying to appear peaceful
Right.
in a
This is
crude and rude way.
so this is kind of all abutting like a little rise or like a small cliff face. And there's like a very old, very dirty curtain kind of hanging down, which has been kind of it's over like they piled some stones up to make like a mouth to this little area, and then they piled some stones over the top of the curtain to hold it in place. So at this point, Maria says, "Yes, this is the place. We're here." And he reaches into his pack and he hands you this like gray piece of meat on a bone. He says, "Now remember, walk
Okay.
in and throw this to your left, and then just keep
Throw it
going.
to the left.
Do not look." Right. Once they
And then
greet you,
say
then
my
you say
thing.
the thing. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I do that. I go in, I throw it
Right.
to the left. If nothing stops me, I keep walking in until somebody gives me a greeting.
Right. So in you go. So you do that. You
And
pop in real quick. The rest of the party will kind of follow in behind you, but you are the one in the lead. So you go in. You walk in, you throw to the left, you walk forward. In front of you, kind of at the back of this little space, there's like a plank on a couple of barrels, and there's a big dark troll leaning on it. And when you come in, he raises a hand at you and kind of like gives you like a little
I then say that
acknowledgement.
rumbum gaga ooh. I say I can drink my way into Crabtown.
You can see his
Wrote
tiny
down
little
crab shell.
Yeah, crab shell. His tiny little dark troll eyes like light
Crab
up. Like he instantly is excited and he claps his hands, right? And then some other
All right.
things come out. So like there are 3 trollkin that are kind of scuttling around. They kind of emerge from a pile of rags. There's a troll you see now slumped over on the floor, kind of next to the bar, and he sort of like lifts his head up from his chest slowly. And he manages to get both of his eyes to focus on you for a second. There are a couple other guys here, one of whom is dressed, a couple other trolls. One dressed more like a hunter, one dressed more like a warrior, but he's not wearing his helmet. And then also will emerge into view from off to your left, a wingless gargoyle. And once he rises up, he walks behind the bar and like leans down on his hands and knees, and then the bartender sits on him.
Okay.
It's how they live their lives, man. So at this point, the bartender introduces himself
funky
as
place.
Spooner. Yes. So his name is Spooner. He introduces
Spooner.
his others. He says, the troll on the ground there is Watcher. The troll, like the one over there, he points at the hunter guy, that's Growler. And then the warrior there is Squeaker. Oh, and my chair here is Grogger.
That's how the warrior is, and that's the gargoyle. The others are all dark trolls, right? So we got 4 big trolls here, and then little me.
Yep. Yep, and the rest of your party is kind of.
And I'm a slight person.
Yep, and then the
I
rest
think
of
I'm
the
the
group is
smallest
kind of
person in the
shoved
group
behind you.
too. Yeah. I guess. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So in the images, I posted a picture of this bar.
All right.
It's very nice. That's
That looks
that's
like
that's a hewn plank
looks like
there.
This looks like an image hand drawn in the RuneQuest 2 era,
Probably is.
which is
Okay.
fine because I know everything I need to know.
All right. So everyone kind of welcomes you. They introduce themselves. You introduce yourselves. Everybody knows
They're
your name now.
friendly. Yes, I know it's my name.
Yes.
I happen to know.
So welcome you. Say, have a seat. Is anybody hungry?
Nope.
No, thank you. We ate on our way in.
So Spooner pouts at that and he goes, "Welcome to the Grog Shop Inn. This is, as you somehow know, the secret entryway into my home city." Though he knows Murray is, so he winks when he says that. Granted to me by her mightiness Crag Spider, goddess over all of the world. If you can meet a few special requirements, you and all of your party can enter Crabtown as friends. Now here is what you must do. First, take a good large drink from any of these kegs that you select. Second, take a drink from any one keg which I select. Third, take a drink from any one keg which someone else selects. After that, you'll be guided to the town by one of my trollkin, and you will be announced as friends.
Okay.
Okay, he nods at you again. Glad to hear that.
So,
Before we begin, would you or any of your friends like some human beer? I sell it cheap, only 1 silver for a mug.
if any of them want it, they can have it. But I'm just going to save everything for
Makes sense.
whatever they have here.
I'm good. I've had enough cheap human beer lately.
This might be better than what you had.
Right, great. So he nods at that. And he says, "All right, let's begin now. You may choose your own poison, as they say." He laughs at that. And he goes, "Well, of course, you have to pay for it. I mean..."
Okay, fine.
So, there are 7 kegs.
How many kegs are there to choose
There are
from?
7.
Wow.
They are not labeled. They're in a row.
So I might as well just randomly pick one, right?
Yes.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Going from the left. Let's do this. Let's just pick the one in the center.
So number 4?
Yep.
Yes.
Am I paying this out of my own pocket, or is Murray paying for me?
He'll cover you for these.
I was say, if he doesn't make a move to do it, I'll just do it. But I just thought it was the.
All right. He'll pay. So as you're picking out your barrel and you're like, "I want this one," you point at it, and like Growler leans over to Squeaker and goes, "I bet you 12 lunars her eyes fall out." And Squeaker replies, "I'll bet you 25 she never eats solids again." And then Squeaker replies, "I'll double that and bet you that her hair turns gray."
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Right. Then they both kind of look around, like, does anybody else want in on this? They're all drinking.
What do you think, Solnaris? You willing to put money on me, or should I put money on me?
I'll bet against them.
Okay, bet against me.
No, I'm betting for you against them that your eyes will not fall out. You can still eat solids and all other good stuff.
Oh, wow. You're going to bet on all of them?
Yeah.
How much money are you putting on these bets?
I hope I don't disappoint you.
40? I think
total.
One said 12 and one said 25, so I figured 40. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. All right. So one of them, Squeaker, gives you. No, sorry, Growler will look at you because he can speak adventurers' languages better, and he says, "Okay." Says, "If you're good for the money, all right." So then, once that's settled, Spooner will kind of dramatically crack open the barrel and dip a mug into it and hand it to you. Now, as soon as you take this mug, this is a frothy yellow drink, which is quite lively, including giving off a hissing sound. The mug in your hand is warming as you hold it, like getting warmer.
Beer with Pop Rocks in it.
And it smells like cinnamon and garlic.
Well, that's not so bad. Was the thing I'm supposed to drink the whole thing?
Yes.
You know, even if this was just normal human beer, by the time I'm drinking 3 of these, I'm going to be pretty buzzed. Okay, I will go for it. I will go for a nice, long, steady drink and see if I can take it down in one, but I don't know if I can. I'll try.
Okay, so you're going to struggle with it because of all the fizzing and the...
Then I'll work on it.
Being warm and hissy
I can back
and
that off a
bitey.
little.
Like you can drink it, drink it steadily and just like keep drinking, right?
Yeah, I'll drink that.
Which is cool. And then After
How
swallow
horrible
one.
does it taste?
Okay, so how does it taste? It tastes like cinnamon and garlic mixed together.
I mean, it's not
It's
super
hot.
appealing.
So you notice as you're going, like you take your first swallow of it, and you immediately, like, your eyes cross, and your head just starts to hurt. Like you instantly have a hangover.
Well, the best way to fix a hangover is drink more.
Okay, so on the second swallow,
I
the
will go for it.
sensation intensifies and intensifies, and you realize slowly that as you're drinking this, under the flavor of cinnamon and garlic, you can taste pennies. You're pretty sure it's
Pennies?
killing you. Yeah, like you can taste copper in your mouth, and you're like, and you like hold your head, and you're like, what is? Like it's quite painful at this point. Like you're pretty
Well.
sure this drink is poisonous. You have taken a few points of damage
Well,
to the head. You can heal it, but you have to keep drinking.
I could take time out in the middle to heal it.
You can take a break so
Or
someone can cast heal on
specifically,
you.
Hey, cuz, I'm pretty sure this is poisonous. Can you heal me up a little bit?
I cast heal 3.
Okay, so you do that.
Does that heal me back up?
That will heal you back up.
Cool. I will go back at it.
All right, we got through a few of those. You didn't fail all of those. So what you're noticing is that the more you drink
Oh,
it,
you're wrong.
like the worse it gets.
Oh, I was hoping to build a tolerance.
No. And so
Okay.
you level off, and then it gets worse again. So after like another
Okay.
6 or 7 good drinks of it, you're gonna have to stop again because you can tell you're like, this is going to kill
Okay.
me if I keep going.
Can you heal me again?
Again.
Please continue fixing. Cool.
Please
All right.
continue fixing me as I drink poison for the party.
Like it's getting rough. So you'll continue doing this, and
This is such a player character thing.
It's bad. You're just like drinking
not
like a
good.
strong alcohol that's slowly killing you. So you keep triggering these
Yep.
little discharges. It takes you 3 tries,
Am I able to?
like 3 sets of this. So
Okay.
you'll need to be healed after the 3rd set, but you'll get through it finally. Like, and you
Okay.
feel terrible.
Thank you.
You also feel like the booze is starting to set in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now at this point,
But
like
I'm
the
not
whole-
dead, and I'm actually not down hit points.
right. So you're fine. It was a bad experience. The bar erupts into boos and cheers. Scenarios
Hey,
Extra money, cousin.
you collect.
I look at my hair and go, I actually look at my hair and then say, I'm kind of disappointed it didn't change. That would have been cool.
No.
Spooner just laughs. He's amused by
No,
this.
I just mean
So like he's laughing. Growler and Squeaker
not
pay
gray,
up.
but silver
Right.
hair would be
Silver
cool.
would be nice, yeah. Growler and Squeaker pay up. And then they immediately start setting bets in. And they immediately are like, bet again, bet again. Like, I bet this
We haven't
time
picked out another drink yet.
I bet this time she'll turn into a bear, right? I bet you 8 lunars.
You know what? I'll bet that. That's a win-win proposition. I'll bet 8 lunars on myself, and if I do turn into the bear, who cares?
I'll bet 2.
Are you able to cover both bets?
If I win both bets, yes.
No, I meant
Yes,
are they
okay.
able to cover? Because I'm betting on myself this time. I'm like, heck with this. I'm going to be taking on the damage. I'm not betting
Oh, yeah,
myself.
they can cover it. They're good. Okay. So now Spooner gets to choose one. So he leans over the bar and he looks at all of his barrels and he leaves the top off the barrel of what he calls Powsy, which is what you drank. That way we all know it's been drunk from. And then he looks around and thinks about it and looks
Do
around and
not
thinks
drink
about
the
it.
Powsy.
You already did. Yeah.
No, I'm just making a general comment. Don't drink the Powsy.
Nice. And then he will tap barrel number 3.
Okay.
Says, drink a mug of that. Then he pops the top off and dips into this mess of like brownish liquid. It's covered by a thick layer of crusty yellow and red that he kind of has to crack when he punches the mug in.
Oh,
The immediate smell that assaults your nose is rotten tobacco and red peppers.
Interesting.
It does not smell good. Squeaker
Mm-mm.
kind of like leans over and stage whispers to Growler. He goes, I think Spooner uses too much elf skin in this mix.
Hold back, Martina.
And then Spooner offers it to you. Let's try this.
Okay. And I start drinking it. This time, with my last experience, I don't try to go for it all because I realize, I may have to get healed in the middle. So I will
Right.
go for it. I
So
will
you
try to hold my nose and drink it without tasting it.
Right. You start to drink it, you try to ignore it, you can taste it. It does not taste good, but to your
Yeah, I
surprise,
know.
after like drinking and
Yeah.
pausing and drinking and pausing, nothing seems to be happening. You feel fine.
So am I able to get it all down without issue?
Yeah, it tastes bad. Your stomach is a little
When
upset,
I'm
but you
what
feel fine.
and when I'm done, who was Growler the one that said that?
Yeah,
Made that comment at the end?
yeah.
I'm gonna look and say, no, I think it was the exact right amount of elf skin.
He gives you like a piggish look, and he glances
No.
at the beads in your hair, and then he pays up. So you both get your 8 lunars. All right. Now,
I hope they're taking that in good spirit because I'm just trying to play along.
right. Now, Spooner finds this all funny. He laughs uproariously, and then he gives you a moment. He takes his mug back, and he goes, "It's 2 out of 3. Now somebody else gets to pick. But I'll let you pick who picks. So you can nominate someone to make a pick.
Seems like it should be one of the trolls, probably, right?
They know what it is,
Is that who it's supposed to be?
you think. Like you would imagine.
But they don't know what or do
That's
I let
true.
anyone
They've been
pick?
wrong the whole time. Like, they haven't gotten a single bet right. So you could pick a troll. You could pick one of your party members. You can't pick yourself, and you can't pick Spooner because you've already gone.
I'll actually say, hey, Marius, this is your quest. You want to pick it? And I kind of whisper, if you really don't want to, I'll just ask one of the trolls.
No, he's fine. He says, "Yeah, I can do that." He says, "I'm sorry." He
Okay.
apologizes like ahead of time.
Pick something good.
And then, so I'm working through it. Okay, it's fine. So Marius points at the one.
Now you're gonna kill me.
Nah, he points to one of them. He goes, I guess that one. Huh. Okay. So Growler and Squeaker start up again with their bets, and one of them says, "Yeah, she's gonna throw up. She's gonna Ralph. Like, I'll put 20 lunars on it."
Oh,
I'm not sure if I'm gonna bet against that. My odds of throwing up on 3 of these is probably getting pretty high. I'll let them bet. Do we lose if I get sick?
No. There's
You
no
throw up.
losing. You just have to drink them. But then Growler says, "Yeah, I'll see that bet," and they bounce back and forth off each other. And one of them's like, "I bet she throws up so hard she tears something. I'll put 15 lunars on the tearing." So yeah, so they make their bets. If you don't want to bet, you don't have to. Then
We're hanging tight.
Spooner will pop the top on this one. It's a very, very dark purple wine with a pale blue froth on top. Smells faintly of berries.
Actually sounds kind of attractive, but
Yeah.
This is gonna be the bad one. Okay, well, let's go for it. Nothing else to do.
Go for it. So you drink the mug. He dips the mug in, and it looks like a really deep wine. Pale blue froth on the top, and you start to drink it. Oop, it goes in tight, and it does taste like berries.
That could be really bad too. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of poisonous berries out there. Okay, well, I'll just keep going for it. If it keeps going down without making me sick or making me take damage where I have to get healed.
Yeah, actually, you find, as I'm rolling these things, you find that it is actually really good. It's like a really good beer, like a berry beer.
Cool.
Like, it tastes really good, and you like it.
So when I get done, I ask for another.
Okay, cool. You're like, that was really good. I'll drink another one.
If they want one too. Yep. Which points I'm going to be smashed, but oh well.
Okay, so you get one. Does anybody else want one?
I do tell them it tastes good.
Sure.
But if I'm mostly just rubbing it, just trying to, and I'm being in good spirit about it. I'm not being nasty because they've been pretty good sports about the whole thing. So
yeah, they've been having fun. Oh wow. Okay, so your second beer or wine or whatever is also quite good. And Scenarios, you also find it to be delicious.
Excellent.
Nice. At this point, Marius becomes intrigued and asks for one for himself. And he is also good. He's like, it's delicious. So he seems quite surprised, but also impressed. Cool. So you guys get through it. All right. So after all that, some money exchanges hands. Spooner just thinks the whole thing's funny. He just chuckles and laughs. Like, they've paid their debts to you. Spooner picks one of his trollkin. He kind of like looks at him and goes, that one will be fine. Snaps his fingers and it comes running over. And he gives it like a little staff that has a gourd on it and some other junk tied to it with red ribbons. And then it has a little silver bell on it too. And he's going to take you to Crabtown.
Okay.
Cool. So you'll head off. We're going to have to wrap up before we actually get to Crabtown, unfortunately. But when you head off, the trollkin Like every second step, the Trollkin is like whacks his staff so the bell chimes, and he keeps doing that. So how what?
How steady am I?
You're a little wobbly,
How drunk am I?
pretty wobbly. Like,
All right.
you're fine.
I'm feeling
You'll
pretty
be
good
fine.
about this. She's feeling pretty proud of herself right now. I went into a troll bar, drink drinks, and only really suffered damage from one of them.
I don't know
except
how
for all
you
her
guys made it
failures.
through. The rock gut is like a POW 15 poison, and it either like does a ton of damage to your abdomen or it tastes amazing. And like the three of you resisted every single one of them. So
Oh, is that the one we were? Is that the one we were drinking at the other end?
yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Hooray.
But I was like, surely it'll get one of you. But no, just shrugging it off. That's cool. So the little Trollkin will lead
Hey.
you to Crabtown so that everybody knows.
Is that where we pick up next time?
That's what we will pick up next time. We will pick up with your entry into Crabtown proper as the sun starts to set.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right. All right, cool. Well, we'll pick up there next time, and I will see you all in the next one.